You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, guys, you're not going to believe this, considering the Cleveland Browns traded for Deshaun Watson, who had 24 civil lawsuits against him from women alleging sexual misconduct. Yeah, a bunch of them settled. He's still got 4 against him right now. And a New York Times article that talked about maybe as many as 100 different women. Well, of course, Baker Mayfield finally got out of that Cleveland organization. I feel great that he was able to get out of there. And why? Well, because of stories like this, which will absolutely baffle you considering. Now, you remember Chris Mortensen came out with the story about the Browns saying that they wanted an adult in the room at quarterback. They wanted an adult in the room. And then they went and traded for Hannibal Lecter, right? You would think all of this would be over. It would end here. Except not with this circus clown of a Browns organization. No. They are still running their mouths about Baker Mayfield. It's unbelievable. They didn't trade for Russell Wilson. They didn't trade for Tom Brady. They didn't trade for Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or any of these other high character guys. They traded for Hannibal Lecter, basically. They traded for the biggest scumbag in all of football. I mean, think about that a minute. And the Browns front office, their owner, wherever this is coming from in the organization, they are still running their mouth about Baker. I mean, this is unbelievable. What a joke. Like Bozo the Clown is really running the show up there. This is Florio. The bridge between the Browns and Baker Mayfield became hopelessly obliterated when someone from the team told Chris Mortensen of ESPN that the team wanted an adult in the room at the position. It's no surprise then that Mayfield, now the Panthers' problem, some more leaks are coming from Cleveland. Wow. Jason Lloyd of theathletic.com recently wrote that the Browns, quote, widely viewed Mayfield as childish and immature. Added Lloyd of Mayfield, quote, his behavior annoyed teammates, divided the locker room. He was difficult to coach. None of it is surprising based on the things that played out in the public eye. Mayfield at times became surly during press conferences. Aaron Rodgers has never done that, has he? Of course he has. A lot of quarterbacks have. After a 2021 win over the Lions, he refused to talk to reporters. And they go on to talk about that dumpster fire of a beef that was going down with Odell Beckham Jr. And no, there's never been any reason to doubt Odell, right? Never been any reason. Wow. The Cleveland Browns continue to run their mouth about Baker Mayfield, even though he is no longer on the team. They gave $230 million fully guaranteed to a guy that had 24 pending civil lawsuits against him at the time of trade, and have the unadulterated nerve to still run their mouth about Baker. And his personality? Really? Oh, Jimmy Haslam. I feel terrible for Browns fans. I do. What a joke this is. An absolute joke. It's no wonder, and I will keep bringing this up every time I get a chance, it's no wonder that 70% of Browns fans still wanted Baker Mayfield. It's no wonder. Okay? I would take a surly, smart-ass, sarcastic quarterback that ain't an actual scumbag over a guy that is a scumbag and can play the position with a better skill set. I would take that. Yeah, I would. That was 24,000 Browns fans. Now, so you would think, oh, because Baker Mayfield was so terrible and the Browns are so proud of their prize, that every fan base in the league would not agree with the Browns fans that want to keep Baker and didn't want Deshaun. Every fan base that was in the running for Deshaun would be so disappointed right now, right? Wrong. The Saints fan base, in a survey conducted by SB Nation, sponsored by DraftKings, by the way, what was your favorite offseason move of the Saints offseason? What was your favorite move? 50% of the survey of Saints fans said not signing the dumpster fire known as Deshaun Watson. That's their favorite offseason move, was not signing this guy at quarterback. A team that's got Jameis Winston, old crab legs himself, at quarterback. Think about that. The moral compass is significantly higher than Jameis. The fans made it clear we'd rather have crab legs than the scumbag known as Deshaun Watson, the guy that I guess the joke of a Cleveland Browns organization is now claiming is not the child in the room, that Watson is the mature one in the room. No, generally speaking, you would believe that a mature person might ask for consent. Allegedly. I'm just saying. Unbelievable that somebody, and I'm sorry, I don't know who it is. I suspect it's Jimmy Haslam, who supposedly has a pretty big relationship up in ESPN. Or it's whatever that general manager's name is that I don't even care to look up because that's how little respect I got for him. I honestly don't think it's Kevin Stefanski. I don't. Pretty high character guy. Hell of a good football coach. But no, I don't think he's running his mouth about Baker. But those other two, the general manager and Haslam, no. I've got no respect for those guys. You've got Baker out of the building. Baker's gone. No reason to continue to run your mouth about Baker Mayfield whatsoever. And I'm not even the biggest Baker guy. But when you're still talking in terms of childish and immature and your quarterback is Deshaun Watson, if I am a Browns fan today, I am shaking my head. I'm sure you were already after they made this move and they traded away the farm. But I'm shaking my head going, what kind of an ownership group, what kind of an owner, what kind of a general manager do we really have if they believe that Deshaun Watson is the mature one, is not the childish one, is the one of higher character? They look at that guy as being an upgrade over Baker. By the way, nobody suspects Baker of any kind of nefarious or heinous activities off the field. Just throwing that out there. One hell of an adult the Cleveland Browns landed at quarterback. I just couldn't believe this, guys. Tell me what you think. Black and white sports fans, Saints fans, ecstatic. We didn't get Deshaun. And the Browns organization continues to run their mouth and badmouth Baker Mayfield with Deshaun Watson as their quarterback. A bunch of morons. Not the fans in Cleveland. Feel terrible for them. Great fans. Great fans. Smart fans. 70% of them would rather have had Baker's less skill set but higher character than the guy they ended up with. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.